Hey guys, welcome back with another video.
Hey guys, I'm Vanessa.
And my name is Paul. I know we haven't posted for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And we're sorry. Hey, it's very busy when you married and have a kid.
Yes, it's extremely hard.
But we'll make it up to you guys because we have a very wonderful video for you guys.
Yeah, and the title is Questions That Christians Are Too Afraid to Ask When Dating.
Yes, I know you girls or men, whoever you are out there, I know when you're dating a girl, there's some question that you guys are too afraid to ask each other, especially if you like the person.
Yeah, so during this dating stage, or as we black people say, talking stage, where you're talking, so there's some questions you probably feel uncomfortable to ask and things like that,
especially in the beginning.
Yeah, but we think that you should ask them because you don't want to waste your time.
Yes, especially if you're a Christian, dating, we date with purpose.
Yeah, so this is the whole point of this video.
So the first question we have is, what is your belief? What do you believe and what is your doctrine? Yeah. So just because somebody labeled Christian doesn't mean they believe the same thing as you. We know there's a lot of denomination out there. There's different churches out there. They don't believe in the same thing. So this is a question that you need to ask in the beginning, because if you guys have very
different
differences, it's gonna be very hard for you guys to live together. So this is one question that we think people are too afraid to ask when dating, because they like the person. They don't want to ask this question to make it a little bit how to put it, to make it a little bit awkward between them.
Yeah, and with what my husband said, it's true, because when you don't have the same doctrine, I'm not saying everything has to be the same,
yes,
but majority or the main points have to be the same. If a lot of the doctrine is different, it would really clash, because us Christians, we are very strong-minded.
Yeah, we're very strong-minded, especially if we were raised to believe in certain things in a particular type of way.
Yeah, exactly. So if two strong-minded people come together,
they'll clash,
and they have two different way of looking at the Bible, they will definitely clash, and there will be a big arguments and things like that. So I think that's head on. We need to really clarify that.
Yeah, especially even if you like the person, just ask the person what they believe and what is their thought about certain things in the Bible, and see what they say.
Yeah, and I also think that that's a way to find out if this person is truly a believer.
Yeah.
If they don't believe in Jesus Christ, that Jesus died on the cross, and they believe something totally different, you get to find out if they're really a believer, from asking this question. Yeah,
just because the person, label a Christian, because people out there, look at the world. Everybody want to be a Christian. They just label.
They just label it.
So that's a good way to find out, where that person is in a Christian mindset.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, like, sometimes Christians, like people that label themselves Christians, they pick and choose what they want from Scripture. Like, for instance, they agree with certain things like gay marriages and things like that, and they label as Christians. So I feel like this question is completely so important for you to ask. If you don't ask it, you're missing out, and you need to ask because it's important and it's crucial. Yeah.
All right, the second one we have for you guys is, have you ever been with anyone sexually? For guys, us guys, we like to ask this question because, hey, especially if you're a Christian, you want to date with somebody who is a virgin. The person doesn't necessarily have to be a virgin, but for us guys, we like the idea of the person never been, or especially a girl never been with a guy. We like the idea. We like it.
Yeah, but we as women, also Christian women, also will like the idea of men being virgins too.
Not as much as men. Not as much as them. Any men out there, in fact, comment below if you're men, if what I'm saying is not true.
Because the thing is, a lot of people say that, a lot of people say that they would rather someone who's not a virgin, like a man who's not a virgin,
right.
So that they know around the bedroom. But I don't really agree with that, because Adam and Eve, they both didn't know nothing, but they got it going on, all right? But But I also think that this question goes to if they're being abstinent. You know, some people, they claim to be Christians, but then they're still actively, fornicating.
And you know the Bible says that no idolater, no fornicator will enter the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
So this question is very, it might be uncomfortable. I know a girl will never ask this question. Usually the guy probably will ask this question because a girl doesn't want to get into conversation about sex, we've been with, most girls will not ask the question. But a man, if you're too afraid to ask the question, ask the question. What can happen?
And I think it's important for women to ask the same question too, but I think that a lot of men who's not truthful would lie about it.
Yeah, and the important reason, the main reason to ask this question is because you want to see where the person's mindset is.
Yeah.
You want to know if this person thinks it's okay to have sex before marriages.
Yeah, and you get to find out, like, if they stopped, if they're in abstinence, and what they believe, because I've heard, like, there's some Christians who believe that they could fornicate even though they call themselves Christians. Like, they could fornicate. I don't know where they get this from, but
especially not from the Bible. That I can tell you.
I don't understand it. Like, they truly believe that they could fornicate even though the Bible clearly says not to do that.
And the Bible said to stay away from these things.
So this is another question I believe we have to ask when we're dating. And
if you're enjoying this video so far, please press the like button, and if you consider subscribing, because if you press the like button, other people get to see it.
Yeah.
So don't forget, press like and subscribe. So the third question we have for you guys is, what is your idea of being submissive? And that is a big one, especially for men. If you're living in America, some men out there have this idea, hey, I want a submissive woman, but they don't really understand what that means. There's some men out there, I've met a few, hey, being submissive means she have to do everything that, you have to do everything. You like her, you're a boss. You're not a boss, you guys are a teammate. So being submissive, it just means that you have to work together. Even though the man is the head of the household, but it doesn't mean that you have to, hey, tell your wife, do this, do that, like she's your slave. She's not your slave, she's your partner.
Amen. I just had to say that because I've met a lot of guys before, Paul. I've met a lot of them who really believe in this idea of being authoritative as being the head of the household, and they believe that being submissive is just like, yes sir, yes sir. And there's a lot of Christian men out there who believes that, and asking this question will help you to understand, to help you see if this guy have this type of mindset, and it will help you to see if you're a guy looking for a woman. It will help you to see if this woman wants to actually be submissive, because there's also women out there that's like, submission, hell no. I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna do this, and that's also wrong. And
you need to find a woman, that's, if you're a man, you need to find a woman that's, accept the Bible viewpoint of of headship. The Bible clearly said that, hey, the man is the head of the wife, so we need to accept that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're a slave. It doesn't mean that the person get to boss you around, tell you what to do. It does not mean that at all. You guys are a team.
Yeah.
And work together.
And as a woman, being submissive is actually a benefit for you, because when you are submissive, it allows the man to be a man, and woman likes that. You as a female, you like when your husband is leading you, and you like when your husband could make their own decision, like they don't have to count on you for everything. So you like that. But at a lot of times women want a man like that, but then they're the ones that's being a man. So they're not giving the husband or their partner the chance to be that headship.
Yes, especially if a man is doing everything that he's supposed to do, it's just gonna naturally flow.
Yeah.
The woman gonna naturally submit to her husband.
Yeah.
Naturally, that's how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
it's not gonna be complicated.
It's not going to be complicated. It does not mean you're a slave. If you find a man that tell you, hey, this is what it means, and he's bossing you around,
run.
run for the hill.
Don't stay.
Because if you marry that person, your life going to be miserable.
Yeah, dictatorship all the way.
All the way.
It's always gonna be his way or the highway.
Yes. Always, you don't want that in your life.
Yeah.
No one wants that in their life.
No. And if you're a woman and you have this mindset that submission is not a good thing, I'm here to tell you that it is, and it's good to check in the Bible to see how can you be submissive to your husband, meaning be respectful to him and things like that, and do the things that is feminine, like be feminine, like do your hair, make things that make you feel good about yourself. When you do it for yourself, your husband benefits, and do feminine things. That's why your husband was attracted to you anyway, because you're a girl, you're female, so enjoy that femininity.
Enjoy it. All right, now the fourth things we have for you guys, and the final one is, are you financially stable? That is a big one. I don't care who you are, who you're dating. Dating costs money. She costs money. so it is good to ask this question because you want to see where the person at. It doesn't necessarily mean that you be nosy, you want to know what's in the person's pocket. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you want to see where the person is. And if you're dating a person, especially if you're a Christian, you're dating with a purpose. You want to see a future with that person, and that comes with money.
Yeah, and you have to know if they have a job, okay? Are they working?
Yeah.
Or are they if they're currently unemployed, or they're striving to become unemployed, or they're like kind of bums, just sitting down, not doing anything.
And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
You don't want a man that is lazy and just
playing video games all day.
Mostly depend, playing video game and mostly depend, on a woman to take care of everything. That is a big red flag.
You'll be a sugar mama.
That is a big red flag.
Or sugar daddy.
Yeah, being financially stable is a good thing because it'll help you guys to move forward. It'll help you guys accomplish the things that especially, let's say you want to get married. That costs money. You want to do certain things that costs money.
Having children, costs
everything
money. Vacations, money.
It doesn't mean that you be nosy. If you're afraid to ask a question, just ask it.
Yeah.
So some people might take it the wrong way, but still ask it.
Yeah.
And if they take it the wrong way, sit down and explain to them what you mean by that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying for you to ask, hey, are you financially stable? Not
like that.
Not like that, but or what job do you do? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, there's different ways.
Yeah, what do you?
You
what
can ask
work,
this question.
Exactly. What work do you do? Do you? And a lot of some young men nowadays, like, they just don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. So and it's good for us women to ask this question, so see where he's heading. Because if he's the head of the household and he doesn't have a zeal to work, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle.
Because as a man, that's what God created them to do. They were supposed to be the provider.
Yeah, if you're a man, you're watching this video, just be a man. Don't be lazy. You're supposed to work for your family. And if your wife want to stop working, you as a man supposed to work and take care of your family.
Yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to do as a man. It is in our nature. But for some men, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So all right, this is the video we have for you guys. We like and comment, and we love to hear your input.
Yeah, and if there's any of these points that you feel like you need to add on or probably don't agree with, then share that in the comments. We're so happy to hear it.
And share this video with your family and friends. Make this video go viral. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.